Patty.
Hey, Coach, how are you?
Good. You?
Doing well, thanks. Coach, I know a lot of people are going to probably wonder about Darius Slayton. I want to ask you about Corey Coleman, a guy who's coming off of the ACL. I know you just got him on the field recently, and he was a guy who last year, you had him last year, and he was looking, he looked good until he had that injury. What have you seen from him running around out there? Is he close to being back to where he was before the injury? And what are his chances of cracking into this group?
Well, I think Corey, he did a really good job this offseason and this summer, being with the trainers, getting rehabbed, getting ready to go. There's only so much he could do with all the COVID stuff, so he still had some to do a lot of work on his own, which he did. And I think Corey is pretty much back to where he was before he got injured. And I'm just looking forward for Corey to go out there and compete like everybody else. He's making strides right now, but he's going to go out there and practice hard and do what he has to do. And with everybody competing, I'm looking forward for him to going out there and making some plays for us and see where the chips fall.
And if I just may, one more. You have 3 undrafted rookie free agents. Who has anybody kind of like jumped out at you? What do you see from those 3 guys?
They're all working very hard. Two guys came from the same colleges, so they push each other. And the other one came from at Princeton of the South down there, LSU. So they're all doing a really good job. They're all competing. They're all studying. And I like to see good young guys, with a chip on their shoulder, go out there and compete. And that's what they're doing right now. So they're always working hard and trying to get better.
Thank you, Coach.
You're welcome.
And
Coach, you've worked for a lot of different head coaches now in the NFL. Just your thoughts so far on working with Joe and maybe what's different about him, than other guys you've worked with so far?
Well, I don't like to compare things. I think just working for Coach Judge has been an honor to be able to be here and work for him. And he's a very well organized. He's very structured, very planned on what he has to do. We know from a staff exactly what we have to do day in and day out. And I think a lot of us respond better that way. So I just think being around him and him knowing a lot of football and has taught me a couple of things, even when you're in those special teams meetings, which I hadn't been a part of very much in the past, but hearing different things and situations and stuff come up, I've learned a lot. So I'm very honored to be able to be here and work for him.
So he's got you guys going to meetings with other position groups or other parts of the game as well?
Every coach pitch in and everything, and all special teams and as far as our positions and everything as well. So we all, this coaching staff, we work together very well. So everybody works together to help each other. We're just one big organization helping out wherever we can.
Schwartz.
Hey, Tyke, good to see you again.
It's good to be seen.
Yeah. Can you you have a group there, you got some veterans with Sterling, with Golden. When you look at those 2 guys, what do you see? We talked in the past about duplication, possibly not duplication, but the fact that you were not able to get those guys on the field together very often, what do you see the potential is if you can get those guys on the field for 16 games?
I think it's a great potential. Coach Judge mentioned something earlier to us about, the team with the best advantage is the healthiest team. So we'd like for all our guys to be as healthy as possible because, when you have everybody healthy and everybody on the field at the same time, then you're able to use people in different ways. So I'm looking forward to those guys being out there on the field together and being healthy and having everybody contribute again, because we believe the healthiest team, will be the team that has the most advantage. So health is priority number 1 right now.
And one more thing, if I may, real quick. The fact that you were, kept from the previous regime, how meaningful was that to you? And is it a little strange? You get used to something for 2 years and then you look around and not a lot of those guys are gone. You know what I mean? It's got to be a little weird.
Well, that's the NFL. That's the business we chose. I'm, again, very fortunate to be able to stay here with Coach Judge. Very fortunate not have to move my daughter before her senior year. So all those things kind of clicked in, and I'm just excited to be here. I'm excited to work with this new coaching staff. We come from different places, been knowing each other from across the league, but now we have a chance to work with each other, and very excited that Coach Judge is leading this organization. Just ready to do whatever I can to help us win some football games.
Thank you.
Last question here, Art.
Hey, Tyke, since Patty teased it in the beginning and no one's kind of followed up, Darius Slayton, a year ago you were trying to get him on the field off of a hamstring injury. We know what he did during the season. What is different about Darius, the player today that you're coaching, than maybe what he was last year when you had to teach him the NFL, basically?
I think the difference is for Darius is this year two, obviously, and it's game experience. He did get some game experience in NFL last year. At this point in time last year, he hadn't played an NFL snap. So now he has some game experience, and he can go out there and he knows the speed of the game and how the defensive backs play in the NFL. That's going to be the biggest difference. I mean, he's a smart guy. He's learning the new offense, as we all are. But we're looking forward to Darius, getting there and compete. And last year was last year. That's gone. This is a new year. He's out there competing with everybody else. And again, being healthy is the biggest thing, so we can stay healthy, have all our guys out there on the field. I think we'll go out there and we'll play pretty hard and play well and see what happens.
Did he prove last year that the knock about him just being a fast guy out there on the field and not being a route runner, he proved that was a myth?
Well, I don't know if he proved anything. I think because of him being able to have a year on his belt and see the defenses and see how he was able to adjust along the way. But I again say that, last year was last year, and this year, it's always a proven deal. I mean, he has to prove himself tomorrow, just like I have to prove myself tomorrow. I mean, we always have to prove ourselves every single day. So I think with Darius and all the receivers, whether it's Darius, Shep, Cody White with this sign, everybody's going to go out there and work hard and prepare and stay healthy and give ourselves the best chance to put the best people out there to help us win games.